Once again, huge thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. It's something that I don't travel without, and in a few minutes, you're gonna understand why. Greetings from Warsaw. The current time is 4:25 a.m., and as I pan around to get a look at things, I'm absolutely shocked to see so many people here this early. My name is Scott. I'm the founder and author of SANspotter.com, and today I'm flying KLM to Madrid with a brief stop in Amsterdam. All because I'm trying to get to London. Don't worry, it'll all make sense in a moment. You see, my goal is to end up in London by the end of the day. Yeah, I could have flown there directly on one of the many daily flights on LOT Polish Airlines or British Airways, but that would have been lame. Instead, I chose to throw caution into the wind by choosing a multi-stop itinerary on 2 airlines through 3 different airports. All for the sake of quality entertainment. Free Wi-Fi? Yes, please, and thank you. Excuse me while I go double-fisted with the internet connection as I wait for this flight to Amsterdam. And yes, you better believe that I'm using Surfshark, a secure award-winning VPN, to protect me from the dangers of public Wi-Fi. It secures and decrypts all my data so that nobody can see it, which is a huge plus considering that I basically run the SANspotter business from my phone. Okay, phones, when traveling like this. Not only that, Surfshark allows me to virtually change my location while browsing the internet. I may be in Poland this morning, but thanks to Surfshark, every website I visit thinks I'm still in the US, or any other country I choose to teleport to. This is really awesome for finding good deals on flights, by the way. Did you know that airline ticket prices vary from country to country? Yep, it's true. For example, it was $52 or €46 cheaper to book this Warsaw to Madrid itinerary by changing my location from the US to Spain. You'll definitely save money using Surfshark to plan your travels. Oh, and the ability to change your location allows you to easily access restricted content when traveling abroad. For example, things like Instagram and YouTube are actually blocked in China, but not when you use Surfshark. Anyway, just like I mentioned in the last video, the Surfshark team is offering the SANspotter audience 83% off all new subscriptions using the promo code SCOTT. Plus, you'll get your first month free, just an insanely good deal. As a Surfshark user myself who uses it to find good travel deals, I can assure you it's going to pay for itself in no time flat. Okay, here we go with the start of what's going to be a very long day. These multi-stop itineraries on multiple airlines always seem to be really fun as I'm booking them, but this is actually pretty stupid considering how it could all blow up in my face if I encounter any delays along the way. For the record, this is not my first time on KLM. It is, however, the first time that I've flown with them where timing was absolutely crucial and I desperately needed them to be at their very best. Legroom seems to be better than I remember, which, actually, you know what? I don't even care. I've got a really tight connection to make in Amsterdam, so all I'm really concerned about right now is getting out of here, like, now. And just like that, we're delayed. Are you kidding me? As the minutes tick away, all I could think about was how foolish it was for me not to have a plan B. It probably would have been wiser of me to think of a plan B, but instead, I chose to sit there and beat myself up for not being prepared. Finally, 30 minutes later, and pushing off the gate felt more glorious than I could even possibly describe. Assuming we get off the ground quickly, a successful connection in Amsterdam seems plausible. It ain't gonna be pretty with me running through the airport at full speed with arms flailing, but it certainly seems plausible. I was so overly anxious to get going at this point that I felt an overwhelming urge to get out and push. You ever notice how everything seems to happen in super slow motion when you're in a hurry? Alright, I'm feeling pretty good now as we climb out of Warsaw, pointed west towards Amsterdam. I just may end up in London this evening after all. FYI, flying time today was scheduled to be 1 hour and 45 minutes, and this being Europe and all, it meant that we were about to be served actual, real food. I spy with my little eyes mayonnaise. For those that don't know, mayo is my kryptonite, and I've got to be really hungry in order to eat the stuff. Unfortunately, I was kind of hungry, so, well, down the hatch she goes. Despite gagging with nearly every bite, I definitely felt thankful for having been served an actual meal on a short regional flight. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't so bad, and I've definitely got nothing to complain about. On the descent now, and guess what? Turns out that the woman seated next to me had requested a wheelchair for our arrival, which meant a real possibility that I was going to be the last off this plane. Embarrassing footage of me sprinting through the airport at full speed is sure to happen now. Prepare yourselves. What you can't see in this shot is me stretching my muscles for what is going to be the fastest run in my life once I exit this plane. Who's excited to see SANspotter run? The theme song from Rocky is at full volume in my head, and I'm ready for anything. But wouldn't you know it? All that stress was for nothing, since that woman was able to walk off the plane herself. It's still gonna be tight though, and I do need to run like a madman. This is embarrassing. As much as I was looking forward to providing hilarious video footage of me hurtling through Schiphol Airport in a desperate attempt to make my connection to Madrid, it turns out that that flight was literally the next gate over. I can't even begin to describe the feeling of relief as I stood here in line to board the flight to Madrid. It had been an extremely stressful morning so far, but I made it, and it was such an incredibly good feeling knowing that this trip wasn't going to end in disaster. Well, not yet, anyway. Making things even better was the fact that I found out that they had generously moved me to the exit row, which was about 10 rows up from where I was originally going to be. As long as we aren't served something slathered in mayonnaise, this has the real potential to be one of the best flights I've had in a while.
You're good? Right, yeah, me too.
Alright, what do you think of this? The brown seatbelts seem oddly off-brand for KLM, but I'm of the opinion that odd-colored seatbelts don't matter all that much with generous legroom such as this. Of course, great comfort comes with great responsibility, so yes, I am willing and able to help evacuate the aircraft in the event of an emergency. You know, as unfortunate and scary as it would be to experience an emergency big enough to necessitate popping open that exit door, I can't say that I'm not curious to know what it's like. Am I a total weirdo for thinking stuff like that? Just double checking here to make sure that I know what to do in case I need to pop open this door. I think I know what to do. Anyway, I think it's funny that KLM naturally assumes that I'm responsible and serious enough to man the exit doors. They've obviously never seen any of my videos. Did you notice that this is the newest KLM Interior with mood lighting and USB power at every seat? It looks great. However, just like the Lot 787 I was on yesterday, the USB ports didn't work. Well, I've already survived one gag-inducing mayo experience this morning, so I suppose another one isn't the end of the world. And wouldn't you know it? After preparing myself for the worst, it was a total relief to be served an egg sandwich without any unnecessary gunk. That's what I'm talking about. Some might call this dry and bland, but I viewed it as another welcome surprise that made this flight tastier and far more enjoyable than the one out of Warsaw this morning. And then there was the muffin. Sweet and sticky, just the way muffins ought to be. A few extra napkins would have been nice though. Want to know the most important part of the exit row experience? It comes right now during the descent, and it basically involves replaying horrific scenarios over and over in my mind, challenging myself to figure out what I would do in each. I got this. Wow, I totally forgot how beautiful Spain is. It's been a long time since my last visit, and I think an extended stay is something that I need to plan for. Speaking of juicy Spanish content, Moments in the Sky just published an awesome review of the British Airways A350 from London to Madrid, which you should definitely check out. All I want to know is, how come I wasn't invited? Anyway, be sure to stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be the third and final segment of this multi-stop trip to London, which went horribly wrong, by the way. You'll laugh, you'll cry, it's gonna be an emotional juggernaut. Huge mega thanks to all my patrons, especially my upper tier members QFS Aviation, Moment in the Sky, John Spencer, and Riley Wingo. Hope you'll give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
It'll be all through. Thank you for flight with KLM. We hope to welcome you aboard again and wish you a pleasant stay or a pleasant continuation of your journey. Thank you very much and goodbye. Dames en heren, welkom in Madrid. Blijft u alstublieft